Well, I was challenged. I was challenged to a 10-question challenge question, I should say, challenge questions, and they was challenged by Ken and Jane of Life and Ken and Jane. I'll put a link above as well in the description below. Well, they was challenged by the Phoenix Ramblers. So now they challenged me to 10 challenge questions. So I'm going to do my best, because when I saw these questions here, I was like, oh my goodness, I can't answer those 10 questions, because a lot of it, I'm more of a, I'll tell you, I'm more of a corporate baby. I went from high school, college, to the corporate world without stopping, basically. So a lot of my tenure of my life is based around the corporate lifestyle. But I'll do my best for you guys out there and to answer these 10 questions. So let's go for it. The first one. Do I prefer to travel alone or in a group? Well, it depends. I can travel alone, I can travel in a group. But if I wanted, my goal in life, one of them is to travel in a group where, say I wanted to go to Alaska. It'd be nice to go to Alaska to have a caravan of maybe 10 RVers, I should say. And that'd be pretty cool. But then again, I can travel by myself and just bring you guys great content and have a great time and show you guys what's going on in this world. So basically, I can do both, travel alone or in a group. Number 2, the most difficult trip or hike I ever been on. Well, I've never been on a hike before, basically. I had a couple of difficult trips. I can tell you one of them. It wasn't really difficult. It was more when I had went out to a company out in Phoenix, to a company to visit, I should say. And it was a group of us from the company here in the Midwest. And we went out there to check their products out, their software out, you name it. But what happened on our way back home, I had a full paying fare on a plane. Well, somehow I got bumped. So when you get bumped, now I became a standby. So basically I spent 10 hours in the airport waiting to get on a plane. So me personally, that's a long time. But like I said, that's the most difficult trip I've ever been on. Never been on a hike. I look forward to it. I've been on trails, because where I live, there are different hiking trails, but they're not that, strenuous, I should say. Number 3, what kind of activities do I do in the winter? Well, I live in the Midwest, and our weather changes by the hour. Like right now, it's nice out here, and tonight, I was told we're going to get at least 2 or 3 inches of snow. So if you look around me, it's nice and clear and all that good stuff. But what I do in the wintertime, I usually go to work, come back home, close the door, and start all over again the next day. But I look forward to getting out there and seeing the sights. But the wintertime, once I retire, they can have this winter. I'm out. Where was the most beautiful place I ever slept? The most beautiful place I ever slept. Well, I've traveled a lot of places, I've been to a lot of places, and you can see a lot of things from the air, but you can never see things from the ground. But the most beautiful place I ever slept was my apartment. I used to live downtown Chicago, and my apartment was in a very high-rise, I should say, and that it's great when you don't have any drapes, curtains, nothing at your window, that you can wake up every day and see the lake, see Lake Michigan, this big, vast lake. And you look down, you can see people out there having a great time, volleyball, walking along the lake front. It's just great. I mean, because when you're out there, waking up to see that, it makes you open your eyes, I should say. When you open your eyes, you can see there's a big world out there instead of the neighborhood, having a block you live on. But just seeing different things around, it opens your eyes without having blinders on like a horse. So when you see this kind of stuff, it's like, wow, I can go anywhere, I can do anything, just because you can see what everybody's having a good time doing. And that's one reason why, me personally, that kind of woke me up to say, about RVing, about getting out doing things, because when you wake up like that to that view every day, it's unparalleled to anything. So that's me sleeping. I mean, I enjoy going to taking a nap or whatever and just waking up again. Oh, got the window. Oh, this is great. Even if you have, I should say, cloudy days, you can't see down on the ground, of course, but you know something is out there. So that's the most beautiful place I ever slept, was my apartment. Have you ever been injured in the outdoors? Nope, never have. Never have. Number 6, do I practice any special survival skills? Yeah, well, I'm a public servant. So basically I work for the people. I work for you. I work for everybody. Basically, working for a major corporation that helps people make sure our customers are first, I should say. Basically, other than that, I should say, I'll give you a story. When I first started, I worked as in first line in the trenches, and not, just to make something a sad story, because it's not a sad story. But when you first started a company, you're going to work on the lowest man on the totem pole. All right with me. But the lowest man, he's out there in the elements. Doesn't matter if it's 5 degrees below, 10 degrees below, you got to be out there. It's survival skills. It makes me be a better person for that way. I can tell you a story that when I was out there, my boots would get soggy wet from the snow, because going through the snow, your boots are getting that snow inside of it. Well, what I would do, I would take a baggie or a garbage bag before I put it in my boot. I wrap it around my foot, and then I put it inside of my boot, and I can continue on. Layers of clothing. I mean, right now it's like in the, 35 degrees. It's kind of cold out here right now. But I'm fine. It's okay. I mean, if I can handle the Midwestern weather, I think I can handle any weather, I should say. I was out in Vegas, and it was like 115 degrees, and it didn't bother me. As long as I was hydrated, I was fine. And so that I can deal with it. I'll be all right. I dealt with it then. I can deal with it now. I'll be all right. Favorite recipe for cooking outdoors? I like to cook chili. My mom, she used to cook chili because she was a caterer, I should say, and she cooked chili, batches of it. When I say batches, she cooked for the whole neighborhood, the whole family. She cooked for everybody. And I just love to cook chili. So I would like to have my recipe as in cooking in a Dutch oven out on a campfire of different seasonings and meats and you name it, and just cook it up. So that's my favorite recipe. I won't tell you my recipe for my chili, but we all cook with love, if you guys know what I mean. So basically, cooking chili is one of my fortes. Number 8, how do I motivate myself in bad or harsh weather? Well, that goes back up to the other question of number 6 and number 2, I should say. Motivate myself in bad or harsh weather. Basically, I'm used to it. I'm conditioned to it. So if the weather's bad right now, don't worry. It'll be fine in 5 more minutes. So therefore, it's okay with me. And I still can make do. Like some people get bored. That's one thing about me. I'm never bored. I always have something to do. There's not enough time in the day that I should say I have something to do. Number 9, where would my dream trip be? My dream trip, like I might have mentioned before, but where would my dream trip be is going to Alaska with a caravan, or even by myself. I like to fish, and it'd be nice to go and fish, catch it, especially salmon, clean it, cook it, all in one swoop, I should say. I mean, right there on the bank, so right there, wherever I can fish, I just love to fish. So just my dream trip will be going somewhere and fishing, preferably Alaska, any lake, anything that has fish, I'm good to go. So that's my dream trip. Maybe I can go across the pond one year and visit London, but that's down the road. Number 10. What is the heaviest thing I ever carried on a hike? Guess what? Never been on a hike before. Been on trails, but that's not, you don't call that a hike, being on the trails. But I look forward to it down the road when I hit the road. But other than that, those are my 10 questions. And I want to thank Ken and Jane of Life and Ken and Jane. I'll put a link above in the description below if you like here. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to challenge some more folks. Life with Ken and Jane, they challenged me. Life with Ken and Jane challenged me, I should say, with these 10 challenge questions. And they was challenged by the Phoenix Ramblers. I'm going to challenge 3 other people. I would love to challenge everybody, but I'm going to keep it conservative and challenge 3 other people. The first group of YouTubers, I should say, is Camping with the Kellys. That's Jason and Candace Kelly. Check them out. I'll put a link above and as well as below. I mean, these are great people. He has a razor. I love the razor. He got me hooked on it. But I think these 10 challenge questions will be great for these guys here because they're just starting out there with their RV, as in just seeing the world, and they're doing a great job at it. So check them out. Moving Forward Adventures. That's Kenny and Sabrina. Well, Sabrina and Kenny, which way you want to put it. Great people. They're out there with their RV. They live in their RV, matter of fact, as in Camping with the Kellys. I don't live in my RV yet, but I will down the road. It's coming up real soon, and you guys will hear about that too. But anyway, check out Kenny and Sabrina. I think they would be great for this challenge question. I think, we'll see what they got to see as well. And my last guy is Bruce. That's Bruce and Lori from the RV Enthusiasts. Bruce is a great guy. I mean, it's almost like we're like brothers almost, because I think he likes the same colors I like, and he talks about bling a lot. I like bling. And just having I don't call it bling. I just say nice things, I should say, or something that's decent. But I'm going to challenge Bruce to this 10 challenge question to see what he has to say. But other than that, I'm good with the 10 questions here. It's great. But do me a favor. I won't hold you up too longer. Hit the subscribe button on top. Give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you in the next episode of Tim Rover RV. You guys take care and be safe. Be good to yourself. Take care. Bye.